Here we go. Ready? 11. One, Omaha.
They run with Breeden. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Breeden. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. 21. We got double up.
Now a give coming right is Breeden, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
21. Here we go.
Now Mostert, and an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though. He did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl. That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that game. Showed a great amount of toughness, but they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected, and they ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected too, a loss in the Super Bowl.
Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 15 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Got Gordon open, completes it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. After the sack on first down, Wilson rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got Lockett. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
I got it. What that?
6-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check 52. White. 49's the mic. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas, here we go. Stay with your man. Watch the ship. Pass 61. Max box, right. Check 24. Flag. Check 43.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
11. Watch the edge. Hey, alert.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On third down, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw is Wilson. On third down. It's complete to Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Get this one. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. Now it's Breida. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Flushed out right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? 12. Get him. Sponge. No,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
11.
They run again with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21. 1, Omaha. I got this. Hey, Charlie.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give running left is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check 15, check 15. 13. Tighten up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. What do you need? Bring it. 65. Let's go. No.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. 21. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
X3, 218, chop it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here I come again. Kill. 80 weapons. Mike, 49. You must be dreaming. Watch twist.
Now a give to Breida. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's see what you got. Hey, gun. White. Hey, team 6. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm going to run you over. 12, fellas. Here we go. 49. Got it.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
I got you. 11. Hey, Zoo. Switch up.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all.